president making a decision which seems to enrich him on some level seemingly doesn't. Already there's been criticism of the president. You have the Trump Hotel in Washington, D.C. here where a lot of people stay, a lot of business is done. So, listen, the whole thing is going to come across to a lot of people as pretty sketchy. Though Mulvaney might be right. There's so many other things on Democrats' agenda right now, like impeachment. They might not get to it, but I think they'd love to get to it.
Stefanie, what are your thoughts about this announcement? And by the way, was there anything else you just heard from Mick Mulvaney that you think is newsworthy?
So I only caught the very, very end, unfortunately. So it was all on Doral. And I think, people who hate him are just going to keep hating him. People who love him are going to keep loving him. It's hard to imagine that this is the straw that breaks the camel's back, but it's certainly not helpful, probably, for the folks who are already angry with him. You
use the phrase the straw that breaks the camel's back. This is what I also wanted to ask both of you about. Markets are kind of shaking off this morning, this dramatic meeting at the White House last night, where Nancy Pelosi said the president had a meltdown. And, Jimmy, does this represent a straw breaking the camel's back kind of moment here, or is this just politics as usual for this White House and this administration?
I don't think it is politics as usual because you have impeachment on the agenda. I think it's highly likely Democrats and the House will vote to impeach the president. So when I look at anything happening right now, I figure what will Republican voters think about this, and what will GOP senators think about this? Will it make it more or less likely that enough of these senators actually decide to vote against the president and convict the president in a Senate trial?
That's an interesting point.
Things like this kind of petty corruption, that doesn't help. Abandoning the Kurds, that doesn't help. The Ukraine, that doesn't help. And the fact that so many Republicans have sort of had to, take these China tariffs. Many of these people are still sort of hawkish free traders and accept these tariffs. And now it looks like the president is cutting a deal that looks like really a non-deal. All that stuff, I think, incrementally, and a lot of these increments add up, make it more likely they'll find enough GOP senators to convict the president.